We got Black Panther and giant robots. Let's do this. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of Dropping Jewels during the week. Of course, we can't get to it all. I'm just one man. But we can get to a couple of things when we sprinkle it in the show. We're gonna start it right off with Black Panther, which has dropped a new TV spot and a nice little scene for us to enjoy, to get our hype ready, to increase our excitement, to get a bigger view into this world. And first I'm gonna start with the scene, of course, with the car. You got Shuri, you got T'Challa, and you really get to see their great interaction, how they play, how they talk to each other, how they relate to each other. And I like it. It's a great brother-sister relationship, man. Shuri is cool. She's excited. I love how she approaches heroism. She's just so exuberant about it. She's just like, yeah, let's get in here. Let's do this car thing. Let's do this technology thing, and let's ride out. And of course, she's also kind of like giving her brother like, yo, remember, you got the kinetic energy. Do what you got to do. And it's interesting seeing him kind of taking a role with her and her kind of take a role with him back and forth when they're trying to work together. And it's funny because, you know, when you have a team that's probably worked together for years and years and years, I mean, they're brother and sister, whatever. But it's funny, like the shorthand they throw at each other to know what's going on and how to do this and how to do that. We also get to see in this full scene that, you know, how he flips the car and then does the cool aerial back flippy thing and lands on the Lexus. Also, big shout out to Lexus, because this is the same Lexus that we get to read in Soul of a Machine, the comic book that I reviewed a little bit ago, where it kind of shows the design of the car and all that stuff too. So I really had a ball with that. Now that's out the way. That scene was cool. It was very fun. We got to see him riding the car and then blowing up and everything, all that cool stuff. Now let's talk about this TV spot. We get the relationship with the brother and sister, and now we get the relationship with him and Eric Killmonger, which is very telling of the, I guess, like the pain and the anger and maybe some of the insecurity in Eric Killmonger towards T'Challa. He talks about, like, you know, what you want, what do you want? And he's telling him like, yo, he wants it all. He wants to tear it all down. And we'll only find out in the movie what's going on. But apparently he's not too pleased. And it shows just shot after shot after shot of just Black Panther not having the best day. And it's because Eric Killmonger is on that butt. He really wants to shape, of course, Wakanda in his image. And that image does not include T'Challa or the royal family, probably the Dora Milaje either. Unless he just wants to install himself as king, and we'll find out that later. But this is just another step to learn who these people are. And I like that, because I like figuring out who these people are without giving away the story. And I think that's what Marvel's doing here. Because I think it's good to have a villain where, even if he's not sympathetic, you get where he's coming from. And I think that's what we're gonna find out when we get in the theater, of course, on February 15th, is that even though Eric is not the greatest guy, you can kind of see his point. So guys, holla at me, I'ma holla at you. Down in them comments, let me know if you already get Eric Killmonger's point and if you're down with him or not. And we're gonna go on and move on to some giant robots and monsters. But first, Cure Brand gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get yourself a shirt, a hat, a hoodie at the link below, procurebrand.com. And once you see something you like, of course, cop it. So let's talk about your boy, John Boyega in Pacific Rim 2. And since we've kind of covered the first trailer, I just want to touch on some things that really stood out to me because this trailer looks great. You know I'm already down. I think this is perfect popcorn. But I like that it looks like John Boyega's character is someone that doesn't want to be in his father's shadow. And we've kind of seen this before. You know, you're kind of running from something so long that you end up kind of running dead into it. And I think that's what we're gonna have with John Boyega's character. He's gonna be like, look, I don't wanna be no pilot. I know my dad wanted me to be a pilot. You know, I wanna live my life, son. And I like the new people that are under his tutelage. You know, he's taking on a new team. There's some new recruits. He's probably like the best pilot there is because he probably just got the ill skills or whatever. And then you got this young lady who's got a tumbler robot that I think is kind of sweet. Like, you know what? I haven't really seen a lot of that on screen before, and it looks cool. Also, I want to touch on the statement that someone has been letting them in. There's always, in every war, there's always some type of collaborator. And in this one, I guess it's no different. I mean, dude, how you gonna collaborate with these alien thingies that are creating these monsters? And look, the bottom line is, it seems like that training sequence that I thought was a training sequence in the last trailer, it's probably not a training sequence. This is a straight up fight. And it's probably a fight against the human collaborators that are letting these aliens and monsters that are made from these aliens in. I think this creates a more dynamic action film because now you're not only fighting against the external force, but you're also fighting against the internal one. And I think this is gonna make for a better movie, more fun, more popcorn, more nachos for your viewing pleasure. I also like that since we're training up some new pilots, we also get some new Jaegers. And they're just so distinctive and so cool, and the way they move, and they're very easy to tell apart. You know, you don't have to look at them and guess which one am I looking like. Sort of like the Decepticons. But we ain't gonna go there. We're gonna leave that where it is. But of course, this movie would not be a movie like this without an amazing speech. And I think we get a little clip of that speech from, of course, baby Denzel himself, John Boyega, in the film. And yo, man, if you need that who wants to go home and who wants to go with me moment in this movie, I'm down for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely down. I want to see this. And if you need to get your troops hyped before they go out to battle, there's no one better to have, you know, at your back is a cool Jaeger. So you take the fights, you take the colors, you take the awesome looking monsters, and a cool fight scene with someone as charismatic as John Boyega leading this charge. And we got old girl back from the last, I can't remember her name. I am so sorry that I forgot your name, but you were in the first movie. She back too, so hopefully she'll get in a Jaeger as well. But I am so ready for this. Can't wait to see it. It's gonna be great, a whole bunch of popcorn and just cool action. So guys, holla at me, I'm holla at you. Down in them comments, let me know what you think about the new Jaegers because I'm digging them. And before I bounce, I gotta tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that NERDSoul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, just because there's monsters out there doesn't mean you specifically have to be scared of said monster. Just get yourself a Jaeger. Peace.